All right, all right. It is Wednesday night, and if it's Wednesday night, it is ripped from the headlines, a night of very explosive hot topics. I'm so glad that so many of you are here and joining me tonight, and I don't have my plant in the right position. You know, I'm sick of that plant. I think I'm gonna have to put it over here because if I put it over there, I ain't got to worry about it. I gotta move it back. I'm gonna move it back tomorrow. I'm sick of that plant. I gotta make sure it's always in the right position when I come back to sit down. You know what I'm saying? All right, enough about my plant woes, Ty Squad, new followers and friends. It is, as I said, Wednesday night, and it is Wednesday night, and we're feeling all right. Yeah, I need everybody to do your part. We were on earlier twice today, and so we were on earlier twice today. So we're gonna lose a lot of notifications, right? But if you thumbs up the video, we can at least get to at least 300. Let's try to do 300 tonight if we can. If you hit the like button, we can get to 300. Hey, Prophetess A. Clifton, yes. All of our new followers, we appreciate your viewership. There are ways to join all of our great platforms, whether it be Patreon or memberships. All of that is going to be available to you. How to donate to the platform is right there at the bottom of your screen, including my email, and all of my social media handles are at the bottom of the screen. Cash App, Chime, Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. Hey, Shelby, everything is available for you. This is the official Tyesse Report. We're often imitated, but we will never, ever, ever be duplicated. In this sector, this is absolutely positively the best channel in this sector, hands down. All right. So we're just going to wait a few more minutes. I am on time because I got my work done. I am on time. Yes, I'm not late. I'm not running late. Ain't no slides got to be uploaded. I'm doing good tonight, y'all. Give me a hand. Somebody give me a hand. Thank y'all so much. Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Okay, my tea tastes. I don't know. I don't know. This is my blackberry sage tea, but I don't know. It's not giving me what I need. Okay. Oh, we don't need none of that, baby. We don't need none of that. Okay, there we go. Tyesse Report. I just need my comments. That's all I need is my own comments. Okay. The real Marion Green. All right, I haven't seen you in ages, honey. Where have you been, Marion Green? Looking for you for a minute. Marion Green. Share my love. Gail Colvin. Thank you for tuning in. Aunt Pat. Cheryl Hill. Nurse Janae. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, we were on twice, so we done lost. We done lost a lot of notifications. So I did my part by sending out some stuff already. So let's just see if we can get. Well, right now, let's try to get to 200, and then we'll work from there. We'll work from there, y'all. Jackie Givens McCorders, been missing you. Good to see you back in the chat. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We got a heck of a show tonight, I must say. I'm glad to be here as well. All right, we're gonna wait just a few minutes more. Sherman, how are you doing? Check in with us. How did your back surgery go? Sherman, how did your back surgery go? Check in with us, brother. How did everything go? All right. Hey, Wayne. Hey, brother. Hey, everybody. All right. Yeah. How are you feeling? It went well. I told you. God did it again. And he'll do it, and he'll do it suddenly. I told you that already. Okay, want to make sure this computer is plugged up. There you go. Make sure this girl is plugged up. All right, I think it's okay. Ty, how was your day today? Oh, thank you for asking. I had lunch in Edgewood. I caught a movie. Stopped by, chatted with Samara for a minute, and then I came home. I didn't get a nap. I wanted to take a nap, but I changed the color scheme. I'm trying to do everything uniform now, so everything is going to be different shades of green. So I worked on some graphics, and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I just can't complain. God is so good to me, in spite of all that's out there that's going on. In spite of all that I've been through, Ross, he's been good. He's been faithful. I just won't complain. I could, but I won't. I used to, but I won't. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna complain if this computer not charging. I'm not gonna complain either. Okay. All right, come on, computer. I need a new charger. I think I need a new charger. Okay, we'll make it. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it do what it do. All right, y'all, where we at? Okay, we at 220. So we got a nice boost that just came through here. Shaky Williams, I see you. Brother Mark Griffith. Overseer Ware, my brother from another mother. Thank you so much. Brother Wayne Little started us off tonight with $10 for Love You. I love you more, Brother Wayne. I do. So Brother Wayne started us off tonight, and he said our intention. That's what we're gonna go with tonight, y'all. Brother Wayne said our intention tonight with $10, and that's what we're gonna go with for the rest of the evening. Somebody say for the rest of the night. We're gonna go with $10. Thank you, Brother Wayne. We thank you for the ways. We thank you for the means. Okay. All right. We just want to make sure everybody is here, so when we get started, we don't have to start over for nobody. And we ought to bring this down too. Turn this off. Thank you, Brother Wayne. Everybody tonight, just let's do $10 across the board. or you can get whatever you want to give for the rest of the night. Denise the Hill, I believe that was you that sent that big seed earlier today. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Let we. Okay. Okay, we gotta make sure that thing is very sensitive. Right there, don't even go in this area, Tyesse. That's very sensitive. You lightly tap that thing, honey. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, let's get started. We've waited long enough. We have about 240. If we can do 300 tonight with all the notifications that we lost, we're gonna be doing okay. Why don't we jump right into the 3 things I want you to know about tonight? That's what I want you to sit there, and I want you to know about these things. Yeah, 3 stories that you must know about. Okay. Yeah, right. Put the number 3 in the chat for me. Put the number 3 in the chat for me. I just realized something. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on 1 second, Tyesse. Okay, I didn't upload something, and it's okay. It's all right. Something didn't upload. I just saw it. I thought about it. I got on the phone with somebody. And I forgot to upload it. All right. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna jump to it like Aretha told us to do. Okay, so there is a story that it was really, really disturbing, you guys, and that is the Supreme Court bars a lawsuit. This lawsuit has been kicked. This was concerning hair. Some of y'all remember we had a case. We had a case over in Texas with a young man with his locks and stuff. And so, see, that's why it matters. It matters who's on the Supreme Court. It matters. And so, hold on. Let me get this case right up here pulled for you. Okay. On June 23rd, the United States Supreme Court ruled 6-3 against Mr. Landor. Justice Neil Gorsuch wrote the majority opinion. The court did not say that the guards acted improperly. So they shaved his head in prison, y'all. They shaved his head in prison. And so to give you a little background here, I'm going to give you just a little background. Mr. Landor is a devout Rastafarian. And the Rastafarian faith, many adherents believe that cutting their hair violates a sacred religious vow. So they wear long locks, dreadlocks, as a expression of their faith. For nearly 20 years, Landor allowed his hair to grow. By the time he entered the Louisiana prison system in 2020 to serve a 5-month sentence on a drug conviction, his locks reportedly reached close to his knees. Now, what happened over there in the prison? Initially, Landor was housed at facilities that respected his religious accommodation. Everything changed when he was transferred to the Raymond Laborde Correctional Center. During the last 3 weeks of his sentence, according to court filings, Landor informed officers that his hair was protected by his religion. He carried a copy of an earlier federal court decision stating Louisiana could not force Rastafarian prisoners to cut their dreadlocks. A prison officer allegedly threw that court order in the trash. Guards restrained him in a chair. His dreadlocks were forcibly shaved completely off his head, leaving him completely bald. So, you know, many people know that our hair, African Americans, our hair is very unique to us. in so many ways. It's very unique in our culture. So, yeah, absolutely crazy, y'all. And so now the Supreme Court says that I guess there's no reprieve for him in the Supreme Court. Unbelievable, but believable. When you got a 6-3 court that's leaning more 47. Yeah. We got another case right here in Atlanta. You literally got to hear this story. I was trying to pull the coverage, but there was some issues with the video. This woman right here in Atlanta, the Social Security Administration told her that she was deceased. You heard me correctly. Adrienne Wells Chapman is at the center of a newly reported case in Metro Atlanta after she said the Social Security office mistakenly recorded her as deceased, causing widespread financial and medical hardship. The story was first reported on WSB-TV on June 23rd, 2026. According to Wells Chapman, she was recovering from congestive heart failure when she learned that the Social Security Administration had listed her as dead. The incorrect death entry reportedly dates back to September 2025. I just want to let you guys know something. This is very serious. This is not nothing to, it's not, she was in the hospital, she was sick, they listed her as deceased. She has received two $45,000+ medical bills. She's lost her food stamps. She's lost her medical insurance through the government. She's really just going through, because when you're listed as deceased, all of your benefits all across the board starts falling off. She says she had no idea that the error existed until it began affecting her benefits. Being mistakenly listed as deceased triggered a chain reaction. Her Social Security related benefits were disrupted. She lost Medicaid coverage. Her food stamp assistance was affected. Access to her bank account was impacted. She says the mistake left her unable to pay for needed medical care. Because her Medicaid coverage was interrupted, Wells Chapman says she began receiving enormous medical bills while battling serious heart disease. Approximately $48,000 from Emory Healthcare, approximately $52,000 from Piedmont Healthcare. WSB-TV reported that she shared a reported phone call, y'all, and the woman was on there like from the Social Security office talking about, yeah, they got you down as dead. And the Social Security Administrator guy was over there, talking about, we've done some things and we understand that this is a lot going on, but they basically can't say anything because of privacy. So they can't even release a statement. I guess they're working on it. WSB-TV investigative journalist has, got on the case, y'all. So this is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's nothing. What are y'all gonna do for this woman? It ain't like they can't make it right, like all that she's been through. So yeah, they'll owe her whatever, back pay. But it's like, it's not, Miss B. Can you sue? Like, I mean, in a case like this, who you gonna sue? It's the question of like, okay, can she sue the Social Security office? Can she sue the hospital? Who's she gonna sue? With this man in office, like, for real, think about it, y'all. All right, I'm gonna definitely follow up with this case, y'all, and let y'all know what happens to this lady. These are 3 stories that you need to know about, because it can happen to you. The IRS listed my coworker as deceased, and it took 3 years to prove he wasn't. You see what I'm saying? But that ain't nothing. Story number 3, honey, is a doozy. An aspiring rapper claimed he was a prophet on social media. Then people started going missing. This is a People magazine exclusive. If you want to head over and read the entire thing. Rashad Jamal's University of Cosmic Intelligence, that sounds like an episode of Ruthless, racked up thousands of followers, some who eventually disappeared. Charlie. That's I tell y'all, everybody want to run behind these, slop bucket what's-my-doodles, y'all. These people. You just can't be jumping in every wayward doctrine. Do we have the information on this guy? Yeah, here it is right here. My God, today. His name is Rashad Jamal. Everybody's a prophet nowadays. Around 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic and nationwide protests following the murder of George Floyd, Jamal began posting live streams focused primarily on Black identity, history, empowerment. Over time, his teachings evolved into a mix of ancient Sumerian mythology, extraterrestrial, and interdimensional beliefs. Okay, baby, when they said that, honey, no. Conspiracy theories, claims that Black and Latino people possess divine and supernatural origins. Well, I know we do. I know we divine, Black people. Assertions that he himself was a prophet or a divine messenger. That's how it starts. His content spread widely on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and live stream, Instagram, attracting tens of thousands of followers nationwide. The case that brought national attention, however, involves 6 followers who disappeared from a house in Berkeley, Missouri, near St. Louis, in August 2023. The missing include Naaman Williams, Jarrell German, Ashton Mitchell, 3 years old, Michaela Thompson, Michaela Wickerson, and Malayla Wickerson, 3 years old. The adults reportedly cut off contact with family. Several adopted new names. Neighbors describe unusual spiritual practices, including prolonged meditation and other rituals. Ooh, Jesus. The group left the home and has never been found. The article's in People magazine. Y'all want to go over there and read it. Yeah, his name is Rashad Jamal, and he's the leader of the University of Cosmic Intelligence. You see, I'm telling y'all, people just fall for anything. They fall for anything. Everybody's a prophet. Everybody want to, child. I'm good. Is there anything else they want to say? Because, baby, them people probably, don't tell them where them people at. Where them damn people at? Probably somewhere in a ditch somewhere. Okay, separate from the missing. Wait a minute, let me go back, y'all. Police believe the disappearances are connected to the group's devotion to Jamari's teaching. Although Rashad Jamal has not been charged in connection with the disappearances, authorities have repeatedly said that they believe the adults likely left voluntarily, but remain concerned because 2 young children are also missing. Oh, wow. Separate from the missing persons investigation, Jamal was arrested and later convicted in Georgia on child molestation and related charges involving a minor. I believe it. He was sentenced to prison in 2023 and is currently incarcerated. Well, where are the people? If he's in jail, where are the people at? Does anybody know where are the people at? Marcus Thomas, thank you so much for $10 showing love and thank you so much. I appreciate you, Marcus Thomas. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with this guy. They say he in jail, but the people still missing. Interesting. Jamal has consistently maintained that he is innocent and has denied both criminal allegations and accusations that he operates a cult. Why authorities call it a cult? They say it's a cult because people isolate themselves from family. These new names. Remember, on what's happening. Rerun joined the cult and they were saying, shalagoon, cha-cha. Shalagoon, cha-cha. Y'all be careful. Who's running the cult while he's locked up? Where are them people that, and his 2 kids is missing, 2 3-year-olds. Well, he's 6 now. Yeah, this is too much, Gail Coleman. That's why I tell y'all, just stay with the official Tyesse Report. Don't y'all go nowhere else. Don't y'all wander off from over here. This stuff is heavy tonight, y'all. It's heavy up in here. Well, we better move on. I could read some more, but I'll let you read the article in people.com at this time. It was a head of lettuce. All right, y'all. We better move on to the Black Hollywood Report because this is getting really creepy. The woman over there, the Social Security officer, says she's deceased. It's getting real creepy, y'all. We better get on with the Black Hollywood Report. Find out what's going on in Black Hollywood right now at this time. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in. We just hit 315. God did it again. I don't know if anybody saw Mooney. Is it Mooney or Money? I never can get it right. I'm serious. I never get it right. Let me move this plant while I'm thinking about it. I can never get it right. Is it Money or Mooney? The lettuce was called Ralph, Alicia. You remember on what's happening. I think it's Mooney Long. Okay, I'm gonna say Mooney Long. Okay, so Mooney Long, y'all, if you've seen Good Morning America, I had no idea when she was having those cancellations that she had, they said she has lupus and she had developed pneumonia. She was pushing through. She had canceled a couple of dates. Then she got back out there. They said, you need to rest. She went back out there again. It's Money. Okay, Money Long. Okay. I know I love her music, though. I love some of her music. So she got back out there, honey, and she just couldn't do it. And so the doctors, honey, she went to the hospital. She had pneumonia. She had pneumonia, and then the doctors told her that she had a week to live. She had literally a week to live, and they told her either you're gonna get which one do you want to do? Do you want to go to hospice or do you want these lungs? And so she had a double lung transplant, y'all. Money Long, the great R&B singer, is back. You can watch the Good Morning America piece at your leisure. But yeah, she had a double lung. I don't think the young she can't be 35. But lupus is one of those diseases, y'all. It's very, very invasive. And so she was on Good Morning America this morning giving God the praise, We had no idea. I know I had covered her, she was canceling some dates because she wasn't feeling good. And, and she had lupus and stuff. All right. Anyways, we're going to keep her in prayer. Hopefully she's definitely a walking miracle. Hopefully she'll be able to come back and sing at the same state that she was able to sing before. All right. Okay, we're gonna stick with the music. Okay, so Lizzo's album BITCH, I'm not gonna say it because we got church folks in here, but her album is called BITCH. I'm just gonna break it to y'all. Okay. I'm just gonna break it to y'all. The album has sold about 5,000 copies, hard copies. It's called Pure Sales. Yeah, it sold about 5,000. Lizzo. I kind of like, she's blaming the industry and all kind of stuff, girl. But I kind of knew Lizzo's day was coming. Like, I just felt like, how long can you be out there, And she's kind of toned it down a little bit. But I remember when she was out there playing the flute, eating a turkey leg, all of that stuff. I knew it wasn't going to last much longer. So 5,000 copies, y'all, her new album. What am I suggesting? I think she needs to, get into acting, become a podcaster. You're going to have to come up with other streams of income right now. Somebody say, well, Tyesse, it's only one album. I mean, maybe her next album, child, is over with. The way these streets are set up right now, honey, it's over with, okay? Nothing ever came from those lawsuits and allegations, did they? With who? With the people that was working for her? No, I never heard no more about it. Yeah, you can't be on stage playing the flute, eating a box of church's chicken. This stuff is not funny, Her family members bought those. I'm not doing this with y'all. She's a super talented lady. She's won several Grammys. Her album has went double aluminum foil. This new album has went a triple saran wrap. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm not laughing at somebody's, situation, but it is what it is. Lizzo, girl, just release a new album in like 2 years, girl. Let people miss you and then come back, okay? 5,000 copies? Child, that's double plastic. That's double plastic. It's tough out here. It really is, Chris. It's tough out here for this music scene. All right, girl, take care. We gotta go. I can't be here all night. I can't be here all night, sis. Okay, love you. All right. Beyonce took to social media. You know, they're not really transparent. So this was really huge for her. Because you don't know nothing about these people. You know, all they do is just take their fans' money. But you don't know nothing about their personal life, really. Beyonce took to social media and put some of her hair products from the beauty salon in Jay-Z's hair to prove that it was his hair, because people were saying it looked like a wig when he came out over there in Philadelphia. Okay, so she washed it, she shampooed it, she conditioned it, she trimmed the split ends, and then she braided it up for him. I guess to prove people, people saying that they thought it was a wig. What is going on tonight? I cannot. This is a weird night tonight, y'all. This is crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so what's that woman name? Beyonce, girl. Okay, your hair products work very well, because it seemed like his hair was real conditioned and stuff. What's her product called? Sacred, Secrete, Cactus. What is it called? Yeah, she turned her living room into a beauty salon. Yeah, that's what she did. She has a real talking about it. Oh, she do? Oh, what she say? Her parts are not straight. Well, she not like from the projects, Ray. It ain't like she from the Niggers and Gardens or nothing. You know what I'm saying? She did the best she could. I thought he cut his hair. Okay, so when he came out to the festival over in Philly, he came out and his locks were gone, right? And so they took down his locks and conditioned his locks, or took down his locks and did his hair. I was hoping he didn't. My sister is going to see him in Brooklyn. Oh, okay. She didn't braid it. Oh, she didn't braid it. Well, who braided it? Somebody else braided it. Okay. It's called Sacred. Is that okay? Is it called Sacred or Secrete? I think it's called Sacred. Some lady did. Oh, that's nice. So she didn't do it. Okay. She just took it. She just conditioned it and washed it and stuff. Oh, Blue Ivy braided it. That little girl. I wonder if he's 10. I'm not doing this, y'all. I'm not doing this. I cannot. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all are vicious. Okay, let's go over to the. Oh my God, we got to go over to the slop bucket. Reality TV stuff, y'all. Listen. Y'all know that Lamel Plummer is the CEO of Zeus Network, one of the worst networks in American history. It just puts out just horrible imagery of Black people, LGBTQ people. It is just the worst. It's Zeus Network. There's nothing worse than Zeus Network. And so y'all know one of his flagship stars, Jocelyn, came out against him. They had a public falling out about 2-3 months ago. And she was making some serious allegations. And another lady from Love and Hip Hop, Akbar, she came out and was co-signing a lot of the things that Jocelyn was saying. Now, Jocelyn then sit down with Lamel Plummer, and they don't apologize to each other. And even Akbar didn't apologize. People were at one point saying that this, like, Lamel Plummer was going to be on the lines of a Diddy one day, like R. Kelly level. That's what they were saying. And now I don't know. Well, I know, honey. I think some sort of envelope was given, some sort of financial. Yeah. Some sort of financial, because I don't know how this, like, she's sitting over there. She apologized. He's sitting there talking about, I was really hurt. And Huh? What happened? She's still pregnant, of course. So she was just sitting there, I guess accepting the apology. I don't know how you go from crying in your car talking about you could expose everything to now you sitting with the man and I don't know, y'all. I just sometimes I just look at these people. I really do. Because that's all you can do, All right. I think she was paid off, and I think they probably sent Akbar an envelope too to calm her down. And this man is the son of a Kojic bishop, y'all. That's the gag of it all. He's the son of a Kojic bishop, I heard. All right, we got a double story here in our final story in the Black Hollywood Report. We have Young Thug. Many of you know Young Thug from the YSL trial, the RICO trial that collapsed and went nowhere, right? So many of you guys remember that. The YSL trial that literally fell apart. Young Thug basically and some of his cronies just they got away. Okay. All right. Well, Young Thug is in the news because, first of all, there's a streamer, a Twitch guy that he was live on the air with, and he basically told the guy, y'all know I covered the guy with the pink background, and he basically said that he had a vasectomy because, he was young and he didn't want to have any kids, so he had a vasectomy, right? So they're live, and Young Thug tells him, you're going to hell, right, for doing that for. And he was serious, y'all. He was literally serious, telling this boy that how could you do that in God, and you going to hell for this vasectomy. I said, what? This young man had the cognitive wherewithal to understand that you're young and you don't need to be having 14 and 15 kids, and you up here lecturing this boy. His name is Plaque Boy Max, y'all, by the way. You would know him. He's a streamer, a Twitcher. You probably know Young Thug, but you wouldn't know him. So it's a lot going on. Now let's get to August Alsina on the left with the black hat on. Now August Alsina is asking Young Thug, like, I mean, what's up? What's cracking? Because why are you always saying something about LGBTQ people? So look at the top you have on right now. You did a whole album in a dress. We're just trying to figure out, like, what is the problem? Do we have pressure? Is we cool? Like, what is the problem? I agree with August Alsina. Like, why are you always talking about LGBTQ people? It makes no sense, sir. I don't understand it. You're just having a rough week. You done told this boy because he got a vasectomy, he on his way to the fires of hell, and now August Alsina is on your neck because you just want to keep LGBTQIA people name out of your mouth. It don't make no sense, y'all. Where is that in the Bible? Yeah, where is that in the Bible? Okay, August Alsina takes Young Thug's gay men coming out comment personally. This is from Hot 97, y'all. Hot 97. Let me just read this really quickly with August Alsina on Young Thug's past comments about gay men who turn gay. He basically said he's stupid. The singer called out Thug for remarks he made during a 2025 podcast episode. August Alsina is responding to Young Thug's past comments about not respecting men who turn gay. And first of all, sir, Jesus, I feel like I'm losing brain cells sometimes. It's like these people that think, if you stand next to somebody LGBTQ, then you gonna turn. Oh my God, what? Ooh, honey, listen. Okay, I can't do this, y'all. I can't. I'm sorry. I gotta move on. Yeah. Who? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Who just turns that way? Who turns? Can we move on? Are we done with the Black Hollywood Report? Okay. Beyonce was doing that man hair. Money Long is healed. She's healed by his stripes. She's healed. We got to go right in there and check on Lizzo because our album went double aluminum foil. Okay. All right. Got it. And evidently Jocelyn received some sort of envelope. That's what it seemed like. We better move on, Ty Squad. What are we moving on to, Ty? We're moving on to the talk of the net. And tonight, baby, the net is talking. I promise you tonight is up and it's stuck. Okay. Tonight is up and it's stuck. Okay. So I don't have his mug shot. I didn't have time to go get it. But Big Tigger was arrested, you guys. Hot 97 DJ Big Tigger was arrested. Okay, so what exactly happened? Okay, so we know the date of the alleged incident was on June 9th. Okay. Big Tigger, whose real name is Darian Morgan, was arrested. Okay. He was released. He was released the same day. Okay, after posting approximately $10,000 bond, $9,000 for aggravated battery, $1,000 for cruelty to children charge. Okay, so let's clarify this cruelty to children. It was not physical. It was, they saying that because the child heard what was going on with the mama, they're adding that charge. Okay. He's made a statement. Remember, y'all, he's been charged, not convicted. The criminal case is still pending, and prosecutors will have to prove charges. Let's get this disclaimer in. This is a black man. We don't want to rush to judgment, you know. The allegations, I'm going to go over the allegations. According to the police affidavits, investigators allege that during an argument at the couple's Sandy Springs home, he pushed or shoved his wife into a door. Can we get a couple of trigger warnings in the chat, everybody? Just a few trigger warnings. We may have some DV survivors in the chat. Authorities also allege, okay, wait a minute. So he shoved his wife into a door, resulting in deep laceration above her eye that reportedly required stitches. Authorities also allege the couple's 13-year-old son was inside the home and heard the incident, leading to the child cruelty charge, as I said. Court documents also state investigators reviewed ring camera footage and medical records as a part of the investigation. Okay. Morgan was released the same day after posting approximately $10,000 bond. He said these allegations and accusations are false and untrue. He's maintained that the accusations are just that, fabricated, y'all. All right. We're going to follow this case, but that's what's going on with Big Tigger, honey. This case has had more turns, more twists and turns than a Tyler Perry movie. All right, y'all. The wife, she's all over the place. You know, there's conflicting statements here. I'm just going to wait for this case to be over because I can't keep moving like a ping pong ball. I'm going to wait, y'all. I'm going to wait and see how this goes. Thank you, Mona Davis, for $20.24. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. All right. Listen, I'm going to just ask y'all what y'all think, y'all. I'm going to ask you to talk about what y'all think. I'm not, this is a no judgment zone anyways, right? So everybody's talking about the two Detroit Department of Transportation. They're with the DDOT. Okay. A bus driver and a supervisor were caught on surveillance video engaging in a romantic and sexual behavior while on duty. An investigator by the City of Detroit Office of Inspector General later found multiple policy violations. According to the Inspector General report, the employees were identified as Transportation Operator Dana Ruff and Senior Transportation Service Inspector Andre Reese. Surveillance footage shows the pair kissing, embracing, grinding, and fondling each other while on a city bus during work hours. Investigators found that on one occasion, the supervisor falsely reported a mechanical problem, removed the bus from service, and took the driver to a fast food restaurant, disrupting bus service for approximately 115 minutes, or basically an hour and 55 minutes. On another occasion, they allegedly left a bus running and unattended while they met during the driver's route. A rider complained after finding the unattended A rider complained after finding the unattended bus. The OIG concluded they failed to disclose their supervisor-subordinate romantic relationship as required by city policy and committed multiple workplace violations, including dereliction of duty and unauthorized use of city equipment. The report also criticized DDOT management, although the employee handbook reportedly called for much harsher discipline, including potential termination for the level of misconduct involved. The two employees initially received only 5-day suspensions. The Inspector General found that supervisors failed to fully review the available surveillance before deciding on discipline. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, y'all, do y'all think they should be, they said the bus was over there rocking. Do y'all think they should be terminated, Ty Squad? Okay, she did take him on the bus. She did take him on the bus to go get some food, to go get a hamburger. Mm-hmm. You can't be driving the bus. You can't just be driving the bus and then you getting off the bus, leaving the bus unattended, walking up the street to me. You can't be doing that, man. Now, you know. Is it that deep? I mean, is it, you know, you making people late for work and then they say people talking about the bus be shaking sometime and they don't know why the bus be over there shaking? Don't tell them what they doing in these buses. Them Detroit buses be rocking. Yeah. Man, what is going on? God, this is horrible. No, real talk, because you know, you should they be fired, y'all? Should they be terminated? The answer is yes or no. Everybody said yes. That was the big story here. Should they be terminated? That's all we asking, yes or no. This story is trending really hot on TikTok, y'all. They say the bus be shaking and people didn't know why the bus was over there and shaking in the parking lot. Ooh, not the double Dutch bus. They're not gonna stop. Yeah, they're not gonna stop. Maybe a trip down to the unemployment office to get them some act right. You know, maybe a trip down to the unemployment office shake their senses into them. You can't be riding on this bus going to pick this man up and you stopping off at Burger King and stuff. They need their jobs because oh my God, she may be expecting, honey. She might be. You never know. Play "I'm in Love" by Mary J. Blige. I want to play what's that song by Evelyn Champagne King? Ooh, you make my love come down. We also can play "Shame" by Evelyn too. Low Down Dirty Shame. Oh, Denise said, but fire both of them. No suspicion if this is repeated. I think I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think they're gonna be out of here. No shade. I think they're gonna get the boot because, honey, y'all can't be leaving buses unattended, passengers walking up and just getting on the bus. Like, where's the bus ride? How fast was the bus rocking? I don't know, y'all. I wasn't over there. I don't know what's going on. The Inspector General concluded that their conduct affected public transit operations by taking buses out of service, delaying passengers, and exposing weaknesses in the Detroit Department of Transportation's oversight and disciplinary process at this time. Okay. Yeah, I want to find out what happened to them. Put them on different assignments. Yeah, they may have to take her over to Ann Arbor or somewhere. Man, you may have to go over to Kalamazoo for a while. Maybe go over to let me go across the river, go over there to Ontario. I hope they're not in a relationship or marriage. Child, listen, don't get me to lie. Oh my God. All right. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna follow that one. Let me put a little pin right here on this. Let me put a little pin right here, y'all. Okay. Y'all know that's the question everybody want to know. Is it a Shirley Murdoch ass related situation? Y'all know the young man that was stalking and terrorizing T.S. Madison is out. You was in Kalamazoo today? Okay. The DL Whisperer, Nashawn Palmer is out, y'all. He got out. Tasha K over there going in. Tasha K said he ain't got to never worry about saying her name. I'm gonna take care of him. I said, all right, Tasha. You know, this is her little friend, Tasha K. Friggin. You know, he can't stand T.S. Madison, so you know that's why I'm sure right up Tasha's alley. So he got out, y'all. He got 8 years probation. I had a video of him, but I didn't even upload it, y'all, because I don't really care like this. I had a video. I didn't even upload it. He said it was like 20 seconds. He said, "Hey everybody, I'm home." He said he lost his apartment. He done lost everything. He got the GoFundMe up, and all them women for the give, all the women for to give all this money to him. Watch, they for to give it to him. Let me tell y'all something. The young man is tapping into women that are not sure about their man, their relationships. You know, half the men, probably 75% of the men that these women are thinking are LGBTQ are probably not. But he's tapping into their anxiety or their, you know, if your relationship is already on rocky ground. So he's, you know, So he's out, 8 years probation, and T.S. Madison has a lifetime protection order. Lifetime. All right, we will see how this plays out. You know, he said he needs to get his, you know, get himself together. He's gonna go live. Lifetime restraining order, 8 years probation, y'all. Just don't say nothing, baby, because listen, I don't know how you gonna make it 8 years. 8 years is a long time, but anything is possible. 8 years probation, honey, I would suggest moving to another city. But that's what everybody's talking about. We also have to cover tonight our star docket item, and it is trending on all 4 major platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And that is Oprah Winfrey was over in Cannes, and she made a statement about Whitney Houston falling off of the stage when she came to do the show, and she elucidated that she was high, you know, and that everybody in the audience made a promise to not, you know, film or show the footage of it. And she said people kept their word. And so the backlash has been swift. The backlash has been swift, and people are really, really upset. Pat has released a statement, Pat Houston, but I'm trying to figure out, Pat, Stephanie Mills just posted a video of you in 2023, Pat, but I'm gonna play that in a minute. But okay, let me say this, y'all. I don't know why Oprah's telling. Let me bring this down. I'm gonna bring this down. I don't know why Oprah's telling this story. You in Cannes in France, why are you telling this story? Like, what is this for? Like, the woman has been through enough in her life. Please just let her rest. There was no need to tell nobody this story. If the audience never shared it, why are you sharing it? See, they be trying to say Monique is crazy. You know, Oprah's my girl. She's my Aquarian sister, but y'all, but her and Gail have this thing that they do, y'all. And I try to ignore it because I can't stand Gail, but I love Oprah, so I just try to ignore it. But they have this thing that they do. Ooh, Chris, I'm serious. Like, girl, what is this for? Oprah, we didn't forget when you fell on the child. They over there playing that video. That video is everywhere tonight. Okay, Patty Houston. Let me try to figure all this out, because this is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I just wish people would stop bringing up people that are not here to defend themselves.
Oprah told this story when she, you may have heard it. It was the first time, I guess, maybe it was 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Well, when she did the Oprah show, Whitney had such an attitude with everybody, and I tried to tell her, listen, I said, karma is everything. I said, be very careful. Watch what you say now. She was still just very bitter and upset about some things, and she said, Sissy, just let me be me. I said, okay. I said, I'm not trying to stop you. She was still a little hateful. She goes on stage and she trips. Oprah told that audience, not one single word to anyone. That secret was kept for way over 10 years or more. I'm telling you. That was a moment for me because I was so afraid when she slipped that she got hurt.
I have to add to this. When she fell, there was a little nail next to like inches. And if she had fell 1 inch to the left, it would have went for her head.
Jesus Christ.
So I was so fearful and so upset that she was failed, but even more so because I told her karma will get you. You know, that bothered me for saying that. But you know, she came out of there so humble. She did. She came out of there so humble and sweet. She said, child, you are anointed. Child, you are anointed. But I'm serious. Did you guys hear that story from Oprah when she?
No.
So this is your first time ever hearing this story? Oh, you.
Okay, Stephanie Mills just posted this, right? Okay, Stephanie Mills just posted that. And so I have a statement though from I got a statement from Pat. Okay, hold on one second. She released, well, I have a statement from the estate of Whitney Houston. Let me say it like that. Okay. This is confusing because I don't listen, it's a lot going on, y'all. This whole thing is confusing. From the 2009 interview on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Whitney absolutely fell off stage. Okay, this is from Pat's Instagram. I'm going to say Pat. Okay. From the 2009 interview on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Whitney absolutely fell off the stage, but it was during a sound check, and it was due to the darkness of the area and an unfamiliarity with the stage. She was absolutely not high. Okay. The story was picked up by several media outlets. Like many people, she faced personal battles, but it is inaccurate and unfair to attach that struggle to every performance or every chapter of her life. I agree. What the studio audience witnessed on stage was the result of discipline, talent, and commitment, not the assumptions others project. Whitney's humanity included triumphs and struggles, but on that day, she showed up as a professional and gifted artist she's always worked to be. We owe her the dignity of telling the truth, not repeating myths. But then you just said it though, Pat. You just told the story in 2023, Pat. That video I just showed was from 2023. Yeah, I'm lost. Somebody got to help me to walk me through this. Even if she was high, Oprah, why are you still talking about this? Oh my God, I cannot. I just can't. Because see, I'm already trying not to read that man over there. I'm trying not to lay him out on Watch What Happens Live. I'm trying my best. What's his name? Andy Watford. I'm trying not to read him and tell him about himself. Because every singer that come on that show, he asks him about Aretha Franklin. Did you know Aretha? Oh, what was she like? Just messy for no reason. Andy Cohen. But is Oprah telling it, bro, or is it Pat? Okay, let me walk y'all through this, okay? Because I don't want people to get confused. So Oprah is in Cannes, or she's over in I think she's over in France. And so she recently told the story of of Whitney Houston falling off stage, and she made it sound like Whitney was high. And so, you know, it just, I don't know what the purpose of that is. I don't know if we have that audio or that video, y'all. I don't know. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. We lost a lot of notifications tonight, but God is still faithful because I was on earlier. Do we have the audio of Oprah? Oh, Jesus. I should have had that audio too. Let me see. We have it. Okay, that ain't it. All right, wait a minute. I think we have it. Well, Pat has already released a statement. That's all that matters, y'all. Okay. Oprah ass fell on the stage too. She blamed her shoes. They said Michael Jackson tricked her. She did this to Michael Jackson too. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute.
Behind the stage, I say, so tell me, what do you want? What do you want to happen here? And I'm going to tell you what I want to happen here. And that was one of the most powerful interviews. And you all know this is an amazing thing that happened. I had such trust from the Oprah show audience that Whitney did, I think it was her last show with us. And she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her attention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that everybody would be, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there, the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
And what about,
that would not happen in a heck of a
yeah, what about
Chris, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Is this a girl? You at cons, like, what are you talking about Whitney for? I don't understand it. I'm lost. I'm lost. Like, leave the woman alone, y'all. Y'all ran her to the grave, basically. You're not satisfied? Ooh, Jesus. Let me see what y'all talking about. Oprah has mentioned how important legacy is. I'm confused. Gail, she be over there. She was talking about Kobe Bryant, RAPE with Lisa Leslie. They just, I don't know. They remember what Oprah did to Michael Jackson. It's like, I don't know why they do these things to black folks, y'all. Mother Winfrey just be talking. Child, I'm one of Whitney's biggest fans, but I'm not going to pretend it wasn't a fair assumption. I wouldn't have told the story though. Okay. You said Whitney was high, Oprah, because I remember it was two parts. There was an interview, and then at the theater, and then she came and did a separate show, and she came to the studio and sung. And so that's what she probably talking about. She failed. Yeah, but how did you know she was high? Oprah, I see why the mail was hidden. Harpo, I see why the mail was hidden. All these people in the audience kept it and she couldn't. Well, that's the thing, Gail. That's what everybody's saying. Like, okay, girl, if the people never said it, not, you know, it defeats the purpose of the people not saying it if you telling it now. I gotta move on, y'all. We're gonna have to, I was gonna do a whole standalone story on this. I have to move on with my life. I have to move, it's too much. I'm moving on, Top Spot. Y'all want me to move on or what? Do we have anything else? We got Big Tigger arrested, and then we got that boy that got out of jail with 45 years of probation, and then people was over there on the bus driver. Okay. And then Oprah, for whatever reason, want to go down memory lane with Whitney Houston's damn memory. O never says nothing for nothing. So why is Oprah talking about Whitney now? Yeah. Y'all, we're gonna cue Monique. Where is Monique at? 5, 4. All right, let me see. Where are we going to now? Okay, it's time for the Church World Express. We're going to get to that. We kind of got like an extended Church World tonight, so just kind of get comfortable. We have an extended Church World Express, but before we get to that, y'all, can we please do our fan funding right now? We're asking everybody that can to sow a seed of $10 or more. If you have less, give that as well. I only know copyright claims. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna just pick a small amount tonight and let's see if we can knock that out. Okay. Okay. Let's just go with Tyesse. What do you need? You need $85. Okay, we need $85. Let's get this done. All right. So we can continue with the show. We got the Church World News Express is coming up. All of my church folks. Okay. Okay, let's get this done, Tyesse. Everybody that's available and financially able to. Oh, wow. We already at. Oh, y'all must be really liking me tonight. Okay, so we need $45 now. Okay, we need $45. All right, I think we're gonna do it. Oh my goodness. They like me. They really, really like me. That's what Sally Field said. Okay, y'all, now we need $35. Okay. We need $35. Keep it coming. Don't stop. It's one of those nights, honey. I feel like I'm in Atlantic City. Church World News is coming up. Prepare yourselves. We need $35. That's what we need. God is faithful. He's just. He sits high and he looks low. I believe he do. Now we need $25. There it is. There it is. Okay, we're almost there. This is the fastest we ever received our quota goal. All right, it stopped. Okay, we done slowed down a little bit. The slot machine is slowed. Let me pull the lever one more time. Everybody that's here, can you please get your seed together? We're trying to raise $25. We need $25. I know this can be done. I know it can be done. So we can continue with the show. While we're waiting for that, can we check the likes? What is the number of likes that we have? What is the number of likes that we have? Our Alabaster Box members have given all they can give this week. They've given above and beyond. The regular donations got to come in. Okay, there it is. We hit our goal. Who was it? Let me tell you who it was. It was Demastro. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Can't wait to support you tomorrow night. All right. Can we get the likes now, y'all? Let's get the likes, and then we're going to get to this Church World News Express. Church World News Express is coming up. Okay, somebody just sent $20 in. Now we're in $20 overflow. Okay. What are the likes looking like, everybody? Let me know. Want me to sing a song while we wait for the like number? Will they tell me of a home so far away? Or they tell me of a home far beyond the sky? Oh, they tell me of a home. Well, some of my loved ones have gone on to the great beyond. Maybe I should do a little never grow old while we wait for this number. What is the number? We got 215. We got 400 and okay, y'all. Let's see if we can do 250 likes. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna do a little bit of Never Grow Old by Aretha. I'm not gonna do it in Aretha's key, but I'm gonna try to do while we get these 250 likes real quick. Put me in F. Put me in F. Okay. Now we no. Okay. Come on, y'all. We need 250 likes. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I cannot have heard let it simmer. Wanda Rucker, thank you for $20, sweetheart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Wanda Buckner. Sister Wanda Buckner, thank you, woman of God. Oh, fine. That's that garlic. That's that garlic butter. That's why you can't get that. It's not connecting because that's that garlic butter you had earlier. It's all up in here. It's not connecting. Here's the beauty Oh, oh, the song. Oh, that's that garlic butter. I had some salmon earlier. Okay. Okay, y'all. It was built. Let me stop. Oh, you know what? Oh, which one? That's E flat. Y'all trying to be funny? Okay, y'all. It's time for Church World Express. Let's get into it. Make sure I got my notes. I got to get this video uploaded. Okay, it's time for Church World Express. All the express and stop. All right. Okay. If you haven't heard, that's why new followers and friends. If you haven't heard, Fred Hammond's Tiny Desk is happening. I'm not into male singers, male gospel singers, y'all. So you know, but if you haven't heard, Fred Hammond's Tiny Desk is happening right now. It is available for you to look at your leisure, amen. And you can go check that out. All right, so we got 474. If everybody hit the thumbs up button, we can get to 500. I just believe we can. All right. Thank you, Crystal Williams, over on Venmo, PayPal. Thank y'all so much. Okay. Anybody? Are you a Fred Hammond fan? I'm not. I can't do it, y'all. Let me see where the Fred Hammond fans are at. You know. Anybody love Commission, Fred Hammond solo? What does he sing? I know he sings Glory to Glory. Well, what else he sing? What's his song, y'all? I can't even tell you what his song is. What's his song? Does anybody know? I know Jesus be a fence all around me. I do know that. Are there any Fred Hammond fans in the chat tonight? Okay, I am. Bree was singing. He's sing 12 Gates to the City. Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites. Have you heard of a city? I need some background singers. I need an alto and 2 sopranos. 12 gates to the city. 24 elders in the city. Ow! 48 angels in the city. Hallelujah. I need some drivers, though, because we'll sing that thing tonight. I need some drivers, though, bro. You know. All right, speaking of gospel music, okay, so we got, okay, the last guest before the new guest, it was Tasha Cobb Leonard, Isaac Curry, Tasha Cobb Leonard, and then the latest guest is Darius Daniels. I know the name. What is he a preacher? I think I know this guy, Kyle Squad. Is he a preacher? Is he deep or something? Is he real deep? Is he a musician? I know this name. Let me go back over here. Isaac Curry, Derek Daniels. Is it Darius Daniels? Interesting. Bless, glory to glory. This is the day. Oh, okay. More of Commission fan, but I appreciate Fred. Okay. You are the living word. Oh, you are the living word. Oh, I remember that. You are the living word. Okay. Love when he was a part of Commission. Do you know a song though? I grew up with Fred and them. Love RFC. From day one. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out. I'm getting him confused with somebody else with a similar name. Yeah, I'm getting him confused. Okay, so he's the latest guest, but before him, you had Tasha Cobb. She was on there. Okay. Yeah, Chunky Cherry, Carrie, and then he had the producers of R&B on there. This is on Isaac Curry Patreon. I need some new glasses, child. You need some new glasses for what? What you need new glasses for, Loretta? What happened? You can't see something? Yes, he has a church here in Stone Mountain, Change Church. That's what I thought that was. Over there, Change Church. All right. Y'all go around there and check the brother out. Isaac Curry, he has some hot guests and at this time, at this episcopacy. Okay, he's back at it again. Lecrae says that he had a vision He said he was sitting just like I'm sitting here right now. He had a vision. I guess he was taking him. He saw purple. He saw Charlie Kirk. Let me get his direct dream. Oh wow, bro, that's heavy. Lecrae said he saw a vision when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Ooh, y'all, this is so heavy. Ain't it heavy? These people, let me tell y'all something. Wait a minute, hold on. Lecrae saw demons laughing in a vision of Charlie Kirk's unaliving. This is from the Christian Post. Lecrae said he saw demons. He recounts, demons laughing in vision of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Christian rapper Lecrae says he saw what he believes were demons laughing after witnessing a vivid vision of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk's assassination and condemned the murder as satanic and demonic. Speaking on the episode of Deep End Podcast, the Grammy-winning artist recalled waking up in Africa the night after watching footage related to his unaliving and experiencing an unsettling supernatural encounter. The room turns purple. I see Charlie Kirk being assassinated, blood, coming out of his body. And I heard what to me was the voice of demons laughing. Lecrae said it was like in an instant. And then I was like, the curtains closed and then the room went back to regular color. Lecrae, let me say this to you. Hold on one second. If you're a Christian, just cover your ears real quick. If you're a Christian, I'm not a Christian. If you saved and super saved, cover your ears real quick. I need to cover your ears just real quick. Please, all my really super saved people, I need to cover your ears real quick. I'm gonna give you time to cover your ears or mute the TV. Mute your TV really quick. That's only gonna take me like 3 seconds to say it. Okay, I'm giving everybody a chance to get their remote. Get your remote. Now push mute right now. Push mute. You ain't saw shit, Lecrae. I'll tell you to your face. You ain't saw shit. You in the motherland, and you on soil that our ancestors came from, and you had a vision about a white supremacist that came from God. I'm not even doing this, y'all. Let me move to my next story. Hold on. People need to stop playing. Stop playing, y'all. For real. I'm for real. Stop playing with God like that. Fred got some bops. Yeah, Fred got some bops, y'all. Y'all go by there and listen to him tonight. Okay, y'all. As you know, yesterday we had breaking news out of Philadelphia where we had 2 pastors that were arrested. They are both out on bail with these serious charges of predatory behavior, grooming and molestation, and all kinds of sexual pictures and things. It was just a lot. Was it molestation? Child exploitation, SAS, just all kinds of things, y'all. Just horrible. And so we have now confirmed that one of the victims was a boy. One of the victims were a boy. This is just sad. It's just sad all the way around. And these guys have to answer to, they're going to have to answer to what they're going to have to answer to. Full stop. God, they're going to answer to God, and they have to live with themselves because this is horrific. But we have confirmed that one of the victims is a young boy. Okay, just as I suspected. And I was able to find a flyer with these 2 guys. Look, that's both of them. This is from 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Worship on Wednesday. Wow. That's both of them. And they look exactly how I imagine they looked. Yeah. Hold on one second. So basically, they promised the young man some food. In exchange for food, they wanted nude pictures and other things. So that is absolutely disgusting in order to get some food and get some assistance. This is what we're dealing with, Ty Squad, in the church right now, actively. This is what we're dealing with. Yeah, this is out of Philadelphia. This is out of Philadelphia. Pastor Isaiah Banks and that other freak. All right. Okay, everybody, I think we got this, and let's get to our star docket item. It is Child Bishop, Dr. Overseer, Chief Overseer, Senior Bishop, Dr. Clary K. Butler, Sr. Okay, we're not going to read all this stuff, honey. Okay, listen. We're going to run this video, and while we're running that video, we got another video. Okay, so let me get that video queued up and racked up. Now, y'all, listen, it went down at the General Assembly situation. We're going to watch this video right now at this time. All right.
Tonight that God will show who he has chosen to be his leader. That's the only way we get an overseer. And they're not put in there for our time. They put in there on God time. Only God put him in there, and only God can take him out of there. Your votes don't count. We are going to ask you, those of you who will accept this man, this servant of God, for another year, would you stand up on your feet, be honest with God and yourself? Help me see over those. If you can't stand, raise your hand. Okay, now I do see some sitting. That's your privilege. Okay, thank you. Okay, that is it. That is it. I want to see those that oppose. Those that oppose. All those who. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We have agreed. What are they saying? Thank you.
God bless you. Let us give Bishop Allen a hand. And the question has been answered. It is now offering time.
Everybody stand that doesn't agree with it.
Oh, you want to do that?
All who will not agree, will you stand? It's the same question. If you will not agree to accept the overseer for another year, you stand. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been as fair with it I possibly can be. I asked both sides. Thank you very much. Now, let me say this to you. And I don't have to do this, but let me just say it for the peace of the church. The standing here for or against would not give you another chief overseer. It is not done like that. If you want to know how it is done, You read page 78 and 79, and we've taught it ourselves, but you won't get it like that. The only way, the number one way that you have to get it is that the overseer that you have now have to be dead. That's number one. Follow peace with all men. Now, I could take the time and show you in the book, but I think I've gone as far as I should go. I think I've gone overboard, and I think that no matter what I say, it's not going to change your mind. All right? So may God bless you. We're back into the hands of the committee. I love you and I thank you.
And who's doing the offering? God bless you, Bishop Evans, at this time for our offering. Chief Elder Allen. Chief Elder Allen.
Page 78 and 7. We don't have the book. We have to get a copy. Page 78 and page 79. Okay. All right, everybody. We have an exclusive angle. We're going to take a look at this exclusive angle at this time. That I'm going to come back and kind of explain for the people that don't know what's going on. We'll have some explanation going on here. All right. Let's get back to it. We have another angle here to look at, and we'll look at it at this time.
Nobody up her God.
They ain't asked the question though. And look at
y'all ain't God. Nobody in that pulpit is God.
God bless you. Let us give Bishop Allen a hand. And the question has been answered. It is now.
no, it hasn't.
All who will not agree, will you stand?
You ain't say this it.
It's the same question. If you will not agree to accept the overseer for another year, you stand. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been as fair with it I possibly can be. I've asked both sides. Thank you very much. Now, let me say this to you. And I don't have to do this.
Oh.
But let me just say it for the peace of the church. The standing here for or against would not give you another chief overseer. It is not done like that. If you want to know how it is done, you ought to read page 78 and 79. And we've taught it ourselves. But you won't get it like that. The only way, the number one way that you have to get it is that the overseer that you have now have to be dead.
That's true.
Number one.
It's not.
Follow peace with all men. Now, I could take the time
I know he ain't gonna have him sick.
and show you in the book. But I think I've gone as far as I should go. I think I've gone overboard. And I think that no matter what I say, it's not going to change your mind. All right? So may God bless you. We're back into the hands of the committee. I love you and I thank you.
God bless you, Bishop Evans, at this time for our offering. Chief Elder Allen. Chief Elder Allen.
They have lost their living mind up in here.
Bishop Allen, they want you to come and do the offering.
They were trying to get him removed. They were going to remove him out.
You're leading it
Move
out.
him out of work. The child. What did he do?
Saints, can we just clap our hands and just show some love to Bishop Allen?
So his son called him up and told him to come and have him removed out here. And that's just
we're gonna need Sister Sue. Sister Sue, I gotta get you a tripod. I got one right here. I'm gonna mail it to you. I got an extra one. Because listen, we just can't be all over the place. All right, y'all. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on, but I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna just turn it over to the hands of the episcopacy once I read this. Okay. I think they were talking. They wish you hadn't gone overboard. I cannot, y'all. Okay. The Church of the Living God, the pillar and ground of truth, keep dominion, does not operate under democratic system. Okay. It does not operate under a democratic system for selecting or removing its chief overseer. According to the church's historic decree book, the chief overseer is understood to be divinely chosen rather than elected. The decree book vests extensive authority in that office and provides that succession occurs through a spiritual process involving prayer and fasting when the office becomes vacant, rather than through a congregational election. For that reason, the annual action taken during the General Assembly is not technically an election. It is presented as an annual reaffirmation or expression of willingness by the church to continue following the current chief overseer for another year. Now let's talk about what happened. During the 2026 General Assembly, presiding officials first reminded the congregation that they could not vote the chief overseer out of office, explaining that only God appoints the office and only God removes the office holder. The assembly was then asked to stand if they were willing to accept Chief Overseer CLARY K. Butler Sr. for another year. Those unwilling to do so were later invited to stand separately. The remarkable aspect of this event, this needs to be understood here tonight, y'all. This needs to be understood. Okay, the remarkable aspect of the event was not the procedural outcome, but the visible level of dissent. Based upon those present in the sanctuary, approximately 40% of the congregation remained seated or later stood in opposition, making their disagreement publicly visible before the entire denomination. While no formal numerical vote was recorded, the visual division is unmistakable. Why this was historically significant? By every available historical account within the denomination, such open opposition during an annual reaffirmation is unprecedented since the church's founding in 1903. Reaffirmations of the chief overseer have traditionally been ceremonial expressions of unity rather than occasions of visible resistance. The office itself has historically been treated as one established by divine appointment, making public opposition during the General Assembly extremely rare. The decree book consistently emphasizes obedience to the chief overseer and centralizes broad governing authority in that office. Consequently, what occurred was not merely disagreement over a leader, it represented a public manifestation of a deep internal divide within the denomination. Following the demonstration, Bishop Gilbert Allen attempted to place the event in doctoral context. He reiterated that members cannot vote a chief overseer into or out of office. The annual standing exercise does not determine who occupies the office. According to church's governing documents, succession occurs only under prescribed circumstances, principally upon the death of the chief overseer through a divinely directed process. Chief Overseer Butler later addressed the assembly at length, acknowledging that emotions had become intense and appealing for unity. He spoke about criticism directed towards him, recent controversy, security concerns, surrounding threats against his family, and urged members who had grievances to meet with him privately rather than continue public conflict. All right, I'm gonna knock this last paragraph out, y'all. Let me knock it out. Y'all with me? Y'all still with me? We got nearly 600 here. All right. Why Tyesse Report should care? For an outside observer, the significance is not whether the reaffirmation had legal effect. It did not change who served as chief overseer. Rather, its significance lies in what it revealed. For the first time in the denomination's modern history, a substantial portion of those attending the General Assembly publicly declined to affirm continued support for the chief overseer, Bishop Dr. Clary K. Butler Sr. Okay, and I lost my spot. Overseer during the church's most important annual gathering and the denominations whose governing documents emphasize centralized spiritual authority and institutional unity, such as visible expression of dissent, is extraordinary. The event therefore marks an important indicator of the internal tensions that have been building within the House of God Church over the past several years, including disputes concerning governance, leadership decisions, financial transparency, and broader questions about the denomination's future direction. While the reaffirmation itself did not alter the chief overseer's office, the public nature and apparent scale of the opposition made the moment historically significant. It really, really did. And now there are other churches where people vote and there's enough votes, but in this denomination, it's different. Okay. From what I'm reading, I understand he has to literally die. All right. Okay. When God calls him home, they'll go from there. This is just a lot, but to see people that concerned, that moved, that bothered by the things that evidently they've been experiencing and witnessing, that was historic, I must say. This is the house of God way, I guess. Yeah. I explained what happened to them churches. They got evicted. You talking about over there in Miami? Okay, listen, y'all, it's a lot going on. Maybe I'm gonna have to do a whole special. I may have to do a whole House of God special at a later time. All right. Listen, people tend to get fed up when people in power become just a little drunk with power and very dismissive. Those two things really, if you get a little carried away with your power and you get real lackadaisical, like relax with it, okay. And then when you're dismissive and like saying things like, I really don't have to tell y'all. I really ain't got to discuss this, but I will. That tends to tick people off. Overseer Fletcher was like 115 years old. No disrespect, she lived. Okay. Overseer Fletcher was 115. Oh, no disrespect, she lived. Okay. All right, so somebody was 115. He is a liar. Okay, Wanda Butler said he is a liar. Alicia Monet says, yes, the house of God is like that. I have friends that are part of this denomination. Okay. Well, y'all make sure y'all share this video to all your house of God friends and tell them to subscribe to the official Tyesse Report. All right. There are people that said that they don't like the way it's okay. I see some people that don't like the way that it's organized. Well, not organized, the way it's set up where you have to literally pass away. All right, y'all. All right. Maybe I mean it's over 100 years old, but maybe they need to come up with change some of the things. It's 2026. Maybe you need to change some things. Maybe come up with something where listen, we have where we can govern and vote people out if need be. Let this be the catalyst for having a vote, and in times like this. I would like to know, like, what happens if somebody does something really horrible? Like, what if somebody does something? What's the process? What page is that on? Okay. Craig Pringle is a crook. Okay, listen, y'all. Listen. When y'all making these declarative statements, I'm gonna send the people over to your house when they come with these cease and desist. Okay, y'all talking about who's a crook and somebody ran off with some money. Not over here. I'm gonna send them right to your house when they come with these cease and desist. The official Tyesse, matter of fact, his name is Craig. You want to write it down to the attorney? His name is Craig _720. Where are you located, Craig? What city are you located? So we can have the attorney send them whatever, so they can send the paperwork over to your house. You're right. It is the quickest way. Yeah, when people start getting off flip with people and I'm here for life. Don't worry about it. I'm here. I'll be here. I'm going, hold on. Who are you talking to, sir? Okay, somebody said the chief overseer can be put out of church for cause by the Supreme Executive Council, according to the decree book. Okay. Okay. They say Craig Pringle is a bishop standing next to Bishop Allen. He is a convict. This is why so many people are upset. Ooh, I thought the Church of God in Christ had it going on. Craig 720, come up here so they can get a look at your face. Take a picture of it, get a look at his face. Okay. She was an elder, but I was joking, no disrespect. She was 115? Well, who was she? Because I gotta get on with the show, y'all. I gotta get on with the show. Listen, I knew Church World News was gonna be kind of long tonight. Yeah. But I gotta get on with the show because we'll be here all night. We're gonna have to do some standalone House of God pieces, y'all. And all of y'all that's in the chat, if you're familiar with the House of God, you need to come up here and hit the link when we do these standalone shows. Maybe we'll have to do maybe a 3-part series on the House of God. Because I don't really follow the House of God like that. I'm familiar. I covered the situation with Martha Thomas. I covered the situation with the evictions over in Miami. So yeah, I'm familiar, Ty Squad, but I'm not really all the time, on the ground with this stuff. What's going on? Is that their attempt to copycat the Catholic Church? I don't know, Lanelle. I don't know. It's just a lot going on around here tonight. It's just a lot going on. Okay, how did the decree book come to be? Are these y'all actually like I know these? I don't know these people. Y'all, this sounds like some stuff that somebody put together, y'all, years ago. And listen, they're still going by it 125 years later. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. These people go through these things and stuff. And what's that man named CLARY BUTLER? He said, I ain't got to tell y'all nothing, really, if you want to be honest about it. Well, he didn't say it like that, but that's how he said it in my head. He said, let me tell y'all something. I really ain't got to tell you nothing. Why my thing not? Where's my? Oh my God! Don't tell me this thing that got stuck. The devil is busy. Okay, there you go. Wait a minute. I really don't have to tell you nothing. I done fixed that mail. He give me that kind of energy. I done fixed that mailbox. I know if it's been messed with. Oh, I just covered this guy on another case. I know who this is. Otis Pringle. Oh, Jesus. This is mugshot. My God, today. Oh, my goodness. Otis Pringle. I know this guy. How did the decree book? Okay, bees. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go around there, knock on the back door and see who will come out. Craig was collecting rent from a church he was renting in Connecticut directly to his Cash App. Oh, y'all, listen, it's too much, y'all. This is too much. I just want nah. Oh, can we y'all think Craig will come on the show? Craig, they say you was rather, do y'all think Craig will come on the show? Yeah, let's just say allegedly, y'all, because listen, I don't know, y'all. You think Craig will come on the show? That's pretty much what he said, Ty. He said basically, the rules are already, cemented on page 78, 79. Basically, make me come down. That's why everybody needs to get together and figure out a way to put things in place where in situations like this, there can be action taken and not just ceremonial, symbolic actions, although historic. You need something with some teeth to it. You know what I'm saying? You need something with some teeth to it. We're not taking away from the symbolic nature of this happening at the General Assembly. But you need something with some teeth into it to sink into that thing. Yeah. All right. Different denomination, same power issues. Is that what it is, the friends? Pretty much, in other words, he's not going. Yeah, pretty much, y'all. He ain't going nowhere. And listen, he do look like an older man. So y'all may not. I'm not speaking over his life, but y'all probably don't have to put up with it much longer if that's the case. He looks like an elderly man. I'm just saying, y'all. He look like you probably won't have to be dealing with this much longer. I'll put it like that. We're not speaking nothing over the man of God's life. Or let me say, we're not speaking nothing over the man's life. All right. All right. He said, don't ask him no question, repay. Nah. Y'all are a mess. I'm looking at all these mug shots they sending me. Oh my God. Y'all, come on now. This is too many mug shots. Was he in the pulpit? 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot, y'all. This man did not have this many mug shots. Was he up there in the pulpit? I didn't see him up there. Oh my goodness. He was standing next to Bishop Allen. I'm done. Okay, now what is this you sending me, Craig? Who is this? Verified lockout complaint. Application with temporary injunction. Entry in detainer. Proceeding summons in order to show cause. Where is this at? What city is this? Oh, this is the state of Connecticut. This is over there, the state of Connecticut. Is this the man? Is this Mr. Pringle? Ooh, honey, I know God looks down sometime if it's like, I know God looked down from heaven sometime and be like, I ain't coming back to that mess. Not 5 mug shots, y'all. I cannot. Now, what is this you said to me? Okay, this is from the Hartford Housing Session. Agape Love Ministries, aka Agape Love Fellowship. Y'all just be sitting there holding this stuff for a day like this. Ty Squad, y'all just be sitting in y'all house and just waiting for a day like this, huh? How y'all have all this stuff that's ready like this? Greg, how y'all have all this stuff that's cropped, neat, everything? Y'all just been waiting for this. I cannot. This is not funny. I'm not laughing, y'all. I'm not laughing at the saints that have been hurt or offended. But we use lighthearted banter over here, y'all. Y'all, now somebody else sending me something. I cannot. Okay, TJ, the attachment is unavailable. They probably blocked me, whoever it is. It says attachment unavailable, initial TJ. It says attachment unavailable. They probably blocked me. I gotta get you my final 5 stories, y'all. I'm ready to go to bed. I had a long day. I believe the overseer before him was a female. Interesting. Well, who was the overseer before him? Was it the lady that somebody said was 115? Child, if these people are in here until they pass away, what if the person lives to be like 120? You know, if these folks can stay until they, pass away, child, y'all better be glad it ain't the biblical days when people live to be 220 and 240. Wow, that's the face of leadership nowadays. Yeah, it's just a lot going on. Y'all have everybody got all this stuff just ready to go. They're just sending me all kind of stuff. Okay, they said Pat Houston is okay, Pat Houston is going. Okay, Pat, girl, at this point, just go to bed, honey. We have to move on, Pat. Pat, just go to bed, girl. Whitney is resting, Pat. They say Pat did the video, y'all. Okay, he was recently on Hot Bench. Somebody say he was on Hot Bench, the court TV show. Y'all, I remember seeing somebody discuss that on YouTube. He was on Hot Bench. Well, I think I'm gonna have to do 3 parts, y'all. We'll do 3 parts on the house of God, and we'll cover it at that time according to our, I have my own Episcopal hermeneutics of the Apocrypha. Ain't nobody trying to hear no par. Okay, no Pat. Okay, yeah, Matt. And they trying to vote him in like a pope, locking them in a room for 3 years. Nah, y'all. That man looked like he's really digging his feet in. Like, y'all ain't moving me. I ain't scared of y'all. I cannot. So it looked like y'all he may be around for another 10 years. How old is he? Does anybody know how old Clary Butler is? How old is he? Is he like 85 or 90? He may be around for another decade. It's sad that people have to literally just wait around for people to croak. No shade, overseer. Yeah, you gotta wait for people to pass away before you can get some, some act right. Now we're not ageist over here at this channel, y'all. We're not ageist. You're never too old. You're never too young. We're not ageist over here. Well, you are too young for other things. We don't mean it like that. They get a big salary. I heard. Oh, they do. How you know, Alicia Monet? Like Koji got to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I really got to get to these stories. I could be here all night with the House of God and Clary Butler. Clary K. Butler. They say you got a son with the same name. Okay, Taswa. Okay, Craig, this is the last thing I'm going to look at. Let me see what you sending me. Hold on. I'm not taking no more files tonight, y'all. Okay, watch this later. Okay. Hot Bench. Got it. I'm going to watch this later, Craig. I got you, brother. Hot Bench. Pastor needs to be in jail. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to watch it, I promise. I'm going to watch it immediately following the show. Okay. All right, Overseer, Chief Overseer, Senior Bishop, Dr. Clary Butler. We will be revisiting, this denomination in the coming days at this time. All right. He made his son his assistant. That caused the church to be in an uproar. Oh, well, y'all, look like we have a lot to work with these 3 parts that we're going to do. So please spread the word. The 3 parts are coming, and then we'll cover it at this time. All right. I really must get to my 5 stories, and being that it's 10:35, I'm not going to labor with them too long. I didn't even do sports. Oh my God. Okay. Let me do the sports thing, y'all. Let me just run through that really quick. I don't have to do long with this. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me get to sports stuff. I forgot about sports. I just totally forgot. Okay. Okay, Tyesse, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now who is this baby? Oh, that's that man. His last name is like Kabukika. Okay, hold on. Okay, y'all. It's time for Sports Center. Let me get this. I found a place. Okay. Dealing with overseeing this man, I can't even find my damn original notes. Oh, here we go. The Milwaukee Bucks are trading Giannis Kabukika and Bobby Portis to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware, Jamie Jaquez, and Kasparas Kabukika. The 3 first-round picks include number 13, 1 pick swap, and 1 second-rounder, sources say. Okay. And then they're gonna trade him. They're gonna trade him from the Milwaukee Bucks, okay, to the Miami Heat. Got it. And then we have the starting 5. Okay, let me see the starting 5 of the Miami. Okay, let me see who's all in this thing here. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this is the starting 5 of the Miami Heat. Okay, it looks like they got everything under control here. Okay, the potential 2026, potential 2026-27 starting lineup. You got Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis Kabukika, and Bam Adebayo. Okay, y'all, Miami seem like they got some hot people lined up, y'all. The Miami Heat. I know people that attend House of God. Great. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. Okay, so listen, they got a lot of people lined up. They got people coming in. They got people going out, y'all. It's a lot going on over there in Miami. Okay, point blank. Period. Okay. It appears that this demon, this warlock, has been selected. This piece of work has been selected, Tie Squad. Okay, 47 will present the trophy to the winners of the World Cup final in New Jersey on July 19th. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has confirmed in a break from recent FIFA protocol, the trophy will be jointly presented to the captain of the winning team by 47 and Infantino. At Qatar 2022 and Russia 2018, the 2 previous World Cups staged under Infantino's leadership, the FIFA president presented the trophy. We will be together with, I ain't gonna use that word, but be together with, enjoying the final and handing the trophy to the winner, of course, together, he told Fox and Friends. We are together all the time. Oh wow, he looks like he needs to be embalmed. Oh my God, he likes going places to be booed. I noticed, like, he likes going places like nobody likes you. He's oblivious. He's literally oblivious to the fact that nobody likes you. I can't think of one person. All right, okay. These people just whatever. I wonder, do he be paying these people for this stuff? All right, y'all, let's get to the #1 draft pick. Let's get to the #1 draft pick by the Washington Wizards. Is that Washington, D.C.? Yeah, it has to be Washington, D.C. Can't be Washington State. I think that's Washington, D.C. Is that Washington State? It's the Washington Wizards. Maybe it's Washington. Yeah, that's Washington, D.C. It has to be. Interesting. All right. The Seattle already has the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, let me see what's going on with this guy. Okay, he's the #1 draft pick Okay. He's the #1 draft pick. His name is AJ Dybonsa. AJ Dybonsa. The Washington Wizards held the first overall pick. They used to select forward AJ Dybonsa from BYU on June 23rd. The selection marked the team's first #1 since 2010. I seen him on Good Morning America too. I seen this guy on Good Morning America. He's a little shy, but we can get him. We can get him warmed up to the media stuff. Okay. Yeah, he's okay, but he's really tall. He's about a good 7 foot tall, y'all. All right, Craig. Thank you for the documents. Thank you, brother. I got him. I got everything. That's why his name is Young Thug. Okay, please hit the live button, y'all. Can y'all please, when y'all come in here, hit the live button? The show is almost over, and y'all way back there in the beginning of the show. All right, thank y'all so much, and thank y'all for maintaining a 500 viewership for quite a bit of time now. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, he's the #1 draft pick, y'all. I think they're doing some more picks tonight, and so we'll see what happens. That's just how it's going down. Okay. Okay, why are you yawning, Tyesse? Because you're sleeping. Okay. You've had a long day. All right, Tyesse, we're going to jump into this. We're going to jump into our 5 stories. I'm not going to labor long tonight because we've had a long night. All right. So I'm going to jump right into them, and we're going to get started in just a second. All right. So this is amazing, y'all. This is amazing in the health world. Coming in at #5 tonight, you literally have to hear this story, and it's going to put some starch in your back and make you feel good if you have anybody that's dealing with sickle cell or any other autoimmune diseases. We're going to run the package from the local. Hold on one second. Let's get that. Okay, let me get this. There we go.
23-year-old Daniel Cressy became the first person in Louisiana to be functionally cured of sickle cell disease through gene therapy. That means the disease is no longer active in his system. Cressy says that his dream of becoming a pilot was almost taken away from him because of this blood disorder. He says it was tough, a two-year journey under this procedure, and he wants to pay that forward with his own nonprofit to help other people going through sickle cell treatment.
This entire journey was the hardest thing I've done in my life. And the reason why I work so hard with our organization, Privileged Pilots, is because I don't want anybody else to have to experience the loneliness and the uncertainty and the hopelessness that I felt a couple of years ago.
Someone's ability to access treatment and potentially cure should not be defined by their zip code. People in Louisiana deserve the same opportunity as people anywhere else in this country. The people living with sickle cell disease are here. They are our neighbors, our friends, our families.
Doctors say the therapy uses a patient's very own stem cells that have been edited in a lab so they no longer produce the defective cells that cause the disease. We're told around 3,000 people in Louisiana have sickle cell disease. That is the highest rate per capita in this country.
That's absolutely amazing. But I believe, they have all kinds of cures and things, y'all. I just believe that. I believe that the world is too advanced for people to be still dealing with some of these ailments. But the money is not in the cure. The money is in treatment. So that's why some of these things are like, there's no way you can tell me that these people pharmacologically, cannot come up with cures for a lot of these diseases, you know? Yeah. All right. I made chicken and white bean. Okay, I didn't cook today. I did not, Alicia. All right. So hopefully, y'all, hopefully this is going to be some good news for people that live in that area, and hopefully it can go nationwide and a lot of people get some relief. Yeah. We also got to go over to Airbnb, and a story you'll probably only hear on the official Tyesse Report. This story is a little, it makes you a little mad. So let me give you a little heads up. The volume is a little low, so you may have to turn up your mobile device or turn up your television just a little bit. It's audible, but it may be a little low. So go ahead and start turning it up once you hear the initial sound to adjust it to your liking.
A local woman is suing Airbnb and others over a listing. She claims she was not given the opportunity to rent because she's Black.
The property's listed as being in a peaceful white neighborhood. Channel 2's Aaron Rogers live now on Manhasset Drive in Dunwoody. Aaron, that woman's now suing.
Yeah, George and Linda, she is suing Airbnb, the host and the property owner here. She says what happened to her hurt her, and she doesn't want it to happen to anyone else.
I just can't believe it happened.
Sharonda Stewart told me back in 2024 she had just moved and was looking for a place to stay in Atlanta. That's when she saw this listing.
And it just screamed immaculate, and I wanted to stay there.
She reached out.
I went to book, and they automatically sent a response for me to tell them about myself.
So she did.
I introduced myself as a business owner, which I am, and my logo is of a Black woman.
Then she says she got silence.
There was no communication, so they let the clock run down, and I sent a message asking, are you going to allow me to book? And got no response from that either.
So she went to look at the posting again.
That's where I saw that they said a peaceful white neighborhood. And I was like, okay, I missed that.
And why she eventually filed this lawsuit.
You can't describe a neighborhood as peaceful and white and then act in a way that indicates you intend to keep it that way.
I called the number listed for George Shafang, who's named in the suit, which is also attached to the property that's listed in the lawsuit. Someone answered.
Hello?
But he told me he didn't know what I was talking about, and the property was never an Airbnb, despite this posting showing it on there. When I reached out to Airbnb about the lawsuit, they said discrimination has no place on Airbnb, and we removed the host from the platform. As for Stewart,
I wouldn't want it to happen to anyone else.
as of now, we have identified the property owner who is named in the suit, but Stewart's attorney told me the next step would be getting subpoenas to find out exactly who the hosts are, because they were listed under pseudonyms, and he wants to make sure everyone involved is held accountable. They are also asking for a jury trial. Reporting live in Dunwoody, I'm Aaron Rogers, Channel 2 Action News.
Okay, y'all, I think she's going to be very successful with her lawsuit. I don't know how you come up with a defense for that, with fair housing and all of the protections that are in place. That is ridiculous for anybody to go through that. I know that's hurtful. I know it's hurtful because many of us have been in some similar cases like that. Airbnb, I must say, they're always pretty good when I ever had utilized them. They've been, responsive and all that, but yeah, it'd be people that are racist, that are, hosts. They're racist, point blank, period. And so I think this woman's gonna have a slam dunk case. I don't know how do you come out of that and say you didn't do it? Unbelievable, but believable in this America that we live in. Okay, so we got a tale of two family bag issues, y'all, right? So we got Takeoff from the Migos. His family is in a war, honey. Yes, Takeoff family is in a whole war. Takeoff's mother, Tatiana Davenport, she filed the original wrongful death suit in 2023 against the owners and operators of 810 Billiards and Bowling, where her son was shot at in Houston, Texas. She seeks damages on behalf of her son's estate and eligible beneficiaries. According to recent reports, Takeoff parents are now in a legal dispute over how any Confidential settlement funds or future recovery should be divided. The disagreement is not about who unalive take off, but rather who is entitled to receive compensation from the civil case, right? Court filings reportedly ask a judge to determine the proper allocation and how many envelopes are going out. I remember we had this with John Singleton. We had Mama Singleton, Sister Singleton, daughter Singleton, and then we also had this with the Hustle family. We had Mama Hustle, Daddy Hustle, Sister Hustle, you know. So we got a lot of people. Then you had all these baby mamas, and oh my God, y'all, it's a mess. All right. The underlying wrongful death lawsuit against the bowling alley and related defendants remains separate from the criminal matter case against the man accused of fatally shooting Takeoff. So we'll be clear about that. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Ain't that what Jay-Z said? Going over to Jermaine Jackson and his son Jafar, he says that he was under the impression, or he thought that his RAP allegations was going to sideline the movie. And Lord, this man, he knows how to make something about him, don't he? He said he basically thought that those allegations was going to, affect the movie. It did not, because nobody's thinking about you, Jermaine. Nobody gives a damn about you. Okay. The young man is super talented. He looked like he should have been Michael's son, because y'all don't have none of the same personality traits. Ain't nobody came for you, Otis. Child, listen. The movie that made $1 billion, y'all. Ain't nobody thinking about Jermaine and his damn case with some woman, And so we've covered that case. Everybody go back and check some of that footage out, or just Google it. The case with Jermaine. It hasn't gotten a lot of media attention the way I thought it did, but go ahead and check that out. All right. Ain't nobody thinking about you, Jermaine. Nobody cares about you. We care about the case, but nobody care about you. All right. Whoo, child. Okay. We're going to go over to the Inland Empire of Southern California, everybody. Our number 2 story tonight is out of the Inland Empire. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. This is absolutely heartbreaking. Just want to give you a heads up. A California mother is suing a school district after alleging her 2 young sons endured months of relentless racial harassment from classmates while school officials failed to adequately protect them. According to the lawsuit obtained by Atlanta Black Star, the boys ages 7 and 10 were repeatedly targeted with racist insults, including being called mud, tarball, and told their skin was the color of dog food. One child was even handed a note that allegedly read, "Your skin is as black as your future." These are a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old was told this. The family says the harassment escalated after students were introduced to the racially offensive Black Pete character in class. The lawsuit claims the ordeal left both boys diagnosed with PTSD, while the attorney says the district failed to take meaningful action to protect them. Now the family is seeking accountability through the courts. Who, child, just like, oh my God. And see, this area right here is predominantly Latino. Yeah, this is kind of like a Latino neighborhood, y'all. I'm just keeping it a bean. Okay. And these babies have to go through this. It's just, oh my God, I can't imagine. And see, back when I was young, honey, we used to rumble and tumble, Ross. Called me mud and say I look like a tar baby. Child, you would have touched every wall in that classroom. But see, it's different now. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing, honey? Who is raising these kids where they have that kind of hate in their heart and they ain't even 12 yet? This is crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. The school is Mariposa School, and it's over in, I believe, I think that is in, okay, I think it may be Montclair, and that's in the Inland Empire. Ooh, Jesus. All right, y'all. Let's kind of move on because I gotta try to get up out of here because I'm ready to lay down. I've been working hard. If you have not sold into the platform, please make sure you leave a seed before you get up out of here. Our number one story tonight, I could have saved it for tomorrow, but I think I'm going shopping tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be able to do it. Our number one story tonight is 47. We did receive the news, the late breaking news tonight, right before airtime. We received the news right before airtime, the late breaking news tonight that he has said that he will not be signing. He will not be signing this housing bill. Yes. He said he won't be signing it. The only way he'll sign it is if they, basically sign his voting bill that he wants, his fraudulent voting bill. And so this is what, y'all, I tell you, America is a cold piece of work. So everybody was so excited about this bipartisan bill, y'all. Everybody was just elated. And now he says, I ain't signing nothing. He is a demon, Gail, from the pits of hell. And if you voted for him, you should feel as stupid as you probably look. You should feel as stupid as you look. He said he ain't signing shit. That's something that everybody agreed upon. Rent is too high. You can't find nobody. If you do got a little money, you can't even find nothing, right? You can't find nothing. If you do got a little change saved up, when you go try to find something, ain't nothing available, So this is what he is doing from overseas, Ty Squad. And so his voting bill, his Make America, whatever it is, bill, is something that he wants the Republicans, Yeah. Okay. Let me get my notes, y'all. Let me get my notes. Fecal. And they're trying to say, well, his people are coming up to him. Well, he's not signing it for now. Trying to pad it, 47 canceled signing of landmark bipartisan bill aimed at lowering housing costs. 47 canceled his approval of a landmark bill aimed at lowering Americans' housing just hours ahead of the planned signing ceremony at the U.S. Capitol. You heard me correctly. He did it just hours ahead. That's why I see when Gail said this man is evil, he's a demon. He's a demon from the pits of hell. That's what we hope he eventually goes back to. Just hours ahead of the planned signing ceremony at the U.S. Capitol, he said, I ain't signing nothing. Both chambers of Congress had earlier approved the legislation. That is rare. The Senate and the House. A rare bipartisan move signaling how pressing the issue has become for American voters across the political divide. 47 wrote on social media that he would not sign the bill until a separate bill on the stringent voter ID requirements is passed. His mind is on November because he knows what's going to happen. So he says until a stringent voter ID requirement bill is passed, but unless the president vetoes a housing bill or Congress adjourns, it can become law after 10 days. Yeah, it can. The bill, known as the 21st Century Road to Housing Act, has two key aims: reducing housing costs and increasing housing supply. Asked about the bill during a meeting with the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte at the White House on Wednesday, 47 said helping housing costs was all about the interest rate. I cannot. Trump has consistently backed cutting interest rates in order to reduce the United States government hefty borrowing costs. He argues it will make it easier for Americans to get mortgages and other loans, but it also carries risk like increased inflation, weakening U.S. currency, and creating market bubbles. I'm done. I don't want to read anymore. I'm done. Thank y'all so much. We need 9 likes. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rochelle. Yeah. People are out here, y'all. Let me take this down. People are out here really struggling to pay their rent. I thank God that God has afforded me. God has afforded me a gift, a talent to come on and make a living for myself just by being myself. I thank God for that. But everybody's not as fortunate as I am. Thank you, Elisa Jackson, for $10 for good commentating. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hashtag bees, hashtag. She tried to tell y'all. Kamala tried to tell y'all, hashtag. That's our #1 story tonight, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're a little bit over because the House of God story had a little teeth to it. So we're a little bit over, but it's okay because I came on early. We still getting out of here early. All right. We still getting out of here early. Thank y'all so much. Those that are giving right now, I appreciate you. This is our final appeal. If you enjoy any part of this show tonight, make sure to sow a seed. Also, we're nine away from 300 likes. So can we get that done as well? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate every last one of you for all that you do. Thank you so much. My leg didn't went to sleep. Why my damn leg didn't went to sleep? Okay. Let me try to stretch this girl out. All right. My leg rarely goes to sleep. Maybe it's the way I was holding it. All right. Those are the ways to give right there. You can also, in lieu of giving, you can just hit the thumbs up button, or you can share. If you enjoyed tonight, make sure to put green hearts in the chat. Only if you enjoyed the commentary and the stories tonight. Did you see his post from the White House today? I did not, but I can imagine it's something offensive. I was out today at the movies. I went to lunch, so I didn't get a chance to see anything. I didn't even watch The View today. I'll watch that tomorrow. I'll watch a double episode tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping, Lamar. I'm really hoping that, brother, because to play with people like that, people out here struggling, and you playing with people's housing, like you are sick. That ain't even like, that's like mental health, Yeah. Okay, this is what he sent. Let me see what it is. Oh, that's what he wants. Okay. All voters must show photo ID. Okay. Because he thinks he thinks when he loses, it's voter fraud. When he wins, there's no fraud. If he wins, there's no fraud. If he loses, it's fraud. This is absolutely bananas. Hold on. All voters must show photo ID. All voters must show proof of citizenship. No mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. No men and women's sports. No transgender mutilization surgery on our children. And see, they say that because that's what they use to get people riled up. Number 5 is what the lie they tell to get people riled up. No doctor in America would ever perform gender reassignment surgery on a child. They know that, but they don't care. And there are people out here that are stupid and dumb. They're idiots, they're dummies, they're morons. They believe it. Many of them have 3 teeth in their head in West Virginia, and they believe it. No doctor in America would risk their license performing sexual reassignment surgery on a child. But it is what it is, South Spot. They know that. But when an idiot sees that, yes, I agree with that. Ooh, yes. Cannot. Did you see what Bill Maher said about yeah, I saw that a couple of days ago. Like, Bill Maher has just proven and showing who he is. He's trash. Always has been. People think when somebody go with a black woman, that don't mean anything because they fetishize black women the way white women fetishize black men. So when you see Bill Maher with a black woman, that don't mean he's not a racist. He's still a racist. He just likes being intimate with black women. It's a fetish. Yes, standalone house of God. We all have the information. Okay. We're going to definitely do some standalone stories on the house of God, y'all. I promise. I'll give you my word on that. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. Craig, thank you for $20. I appreciate it. Hold on one second. Let me see something. I hope your bill never come to pass. I hope your bill, I hope your bill, put it in your butt and shove it up. I was going to say the other word, but I'm supposed to be nice. Wait, stop, Tyesse. Oh, fold it in half. Yeah, fold your bill in half. You know what to do. All right, let me stop. I cannot. Thank y'all so much for your generosity tonight. We're actually $50 away from a record night, y'all. We're $50 away from a record night. I believe we're gonna get it overnight. I do. I believe it. I feel it in my spirit. Mm-hmm. Ty, did you listen to the message I sent you? Okay, hold on. Let me see what the message you sent me. Is it long? My leg, what's going on with my leg tonight? My whole leg fell asleep. Well, you don't take that movie was long. You know, you went to that damn movie. That movie was long too. Okay, hold on one second. I believe that $50 is gonna drop overnight. Okay. Okay, Alicia, let me see. Alicia, now what's going on, Alicia? What's going on, sister? What's going on? Alicia, the message is 9 minutes. Did you listen to them? Alicia, it's 9 minutes and 48 seconds. Okay. Okay. What is it about, Alicia? Just give me a hint. Give me a hint. What's it about? Ooh, Alicia, that's a long message, baby. It's 9 minutes and 48 seconds. I watched Milk and I was emotional. Oh, this is about Milk? I didn't say watch Milk. I said watch Stonewall. Ooh. Okay, there you go. I didn't say watch Milk. I said watch Stone. I want you to watch Milk, but I wanted you to watch Stonewall, the movie. It's available on HBO Max if you have it. I'm trying to get this leg. Oh, I'm trying to get this leg. I feel like my leg has just been chopped off. Okay, Alicia, is this about Milk? Stonewall was about the beginning of the gay rights movement in Stonewall. Stonewall Inn is like, it was a little bar in New York. Hey, Timbery, you talked about 1 or 2 weeks ago. Oh, I did? I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me just wait a minute.
I just wanted to let you know. Just got finished watching Milk.
Okay.
And even in the beginning of the
Okay, yeah, you I can hear you. You were open. The movie opened you up. Yeah, that's good. Good cinema would do that for you. Good cinema would do that for you. I can hear it. You opened up, Alicia. It opened you up. Yeah. Harvey Milk was a California politician out of San Francisco. He was assassinated by a man called Dan White. He even used some frivolous defense, y'all. The Twinkie defense. It was so insulting. But Harvey Milk was ahead of his time. He was a great politician, a great man. A lot of our great, civil rights leaders were LGBTQ, like Bayard Rustin and Harvey Milk and so many others. Even people that were in civil rights, but were in just the betterment of Black people, like James Baldwin, like Audre Lorde. This goes on. Bell Hooks. It was so many people out there. Tom Penn won an Oscar for that. So yeah, I think he won his second Oscar for Milk. Yeah. Milk was, well, yeah. I'm not gonna never tell you nothing that's gonna be, you know, a snooze fest. If you really want to watch a good movie, if you want to just learn about, you know, the LGBTQ history, Dallas Buyers Club. Dallas Buyers Club is really, really good. I would strongly recommend Dallas Buyers Club. Matthew McConaughey won an Oscar for that, you know? Yeah. People see, when it comes to HIV and pharmacology, people just automatically just think of today. They don't remember, a lot of people are not even old enough to remember AZT. AZT was basically frying your insides, right? Just it was like chemo in a pill. And that's all they really, the only options you really had, you know. And then, you know, they came up with this cocktail where you had to take like 30 pills a day. You heard me correctly. You were taking like 30 pills a day. And then it kind of started going down, you know, 20, then 10, then 5. And now, you know, it's 1 pill a day. And in some pharmaceutical companies are working on this new pill where if you have HIV, you'll only have to take it once a month, right? Once a month. So, yeah, we've come a long ways. Come a long ways. And it's no longer a death sentence. It's no longer a death sentence. If you're not in denial and you take care of yourself, you can live a long, you know, healthy life. But back in the day, my girl Jennifer Holliday said that everybody in her phone book passed away. When she was on Broadway doing Dreamgirls, everybody in her phone passed away. Phone book. It was bad. And it was traumatic. And it was traumatic to lose people like that at that rate. My Archbishop Carl Bean, we used to wonder, you know, when I first went to Unity, we used to wonder why we couldn't have funerals at the church. We're like, why we can't have funerals at the church? We could have memorials, but he wouldn't allow funerals at the church. And one Sunday he explained why. Because we were all confused, like, well, you pass away. This is our church. Why can't we have funerals here? You can have a memorial, you know, but no, he said, you know, no bodies in here. And he broke it down one Sunday. He said there was a time when a lot of us were moved to tears, of course. He said there was a time when we were having 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9 funerals a week. And he said he would never take his congregation through that ever again in life. He was having 5, 6, 7, 8 funerals a week. And so that's when he made a decision to stop having funerals. Memorials, yes, but no bodies. I understood it when he said it. The way he described it, I understood it. He said that was so traumatic on people, and it messed people. A lot of people messed them up for a long time before they can get that off of them. Yeah. Can you imagine that many funerals every week? Oh my God. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah. So he said he never wanted to put us through that again. And so you can have a service. We'll have it at a church. We'll have it at some sort of religious space. But he said he wouldn't put us through that again. Yeah. All right, Tyesse Report. I'm gonna grab me a little late night snack. Nothing fatty. I'm gonna grab me a late night snack and I'm gonna get on down the highway. It is. That's why I stopped going to all these funerals, and I don't really watch celebrity funerals anymore. I didn't watch Jesse Jackson. I didn't watch Peebo Bryson. I watched clips of the highlights. But honey, the last funeral I think I watched was probably Richard Smallwood. I watched it because I really wanted to watch that. because I knew the singing was going to be really, really good. Richard Smallwood, and I had to watch my girl Angie Stone. I had to. But I just don't watch funerals like that, you know. I just don't. All right, everybody. Roll this back. Thank you to the 500 of y'all that stayed. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's what I say. I don't even go up there to view the body, Alicia. I don't. If you're late, play this back in its entirety. Just roll it back. You'll be okay. Alicia, I'm going to listen to your message before bed tonight. I'm going to listen to it, I promise, okay? I know that movie moves you because those kind of stories move people. When people watch Pose for the first time, they're moved. When they watch Moonlight for the first time, they're moved. That's why I was trying to tell everybody, go check out Stonewall, the movie. Even though, you know, the director did some shicey stuff, the story was still pretty much intact. Yeah. All right. Have a great evening on purpose, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm signing off. This has been Ripped from the Headlines, your one-stop news source right here on the official Tyesse Report. Have a magnanimous evening on purpose. I gotta go. Good night, everybody. See you later. Love you. See you tomorrow. Thursday is Patreon. All right, Tyesse After Dark. See y'all later.